What's up? What up? What up? What's popping? What's going on? What's the deal? What is the deal, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I'm sure some of y'all heard the news about Harvey Weinstein sentenced to 23 years in prison. So, let's talk about it a little bit. I'm not gonna be here too long, probably like an hour or so, because I got a lot of shit. You understand that we got to talk about and I got to do. You feel me? Let me make sure everything is on point. Make sure everything is on point. But yeah, man. So I just heard the news. Harvey Weinstein, he got sentenced to 23 years for rape and sexual abuse. You understand? And this it's crazy because. But before I get into all of that, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys make that happen. So shout out to everybody in the chat room. What's poppin'? Kenwood Drive King League Third Eye Beast. Francis Geraro, what's good? You understand what I'm saying? Sex God, Aces, George Money, what's good? Slime Peso, Francis, was popping. T2 MGTOW, what up? Oh, Johnny in the building. I haven't seen from you in a minute, bro. I haven't seen from you in a minute. But what I want to talk about real quick is this whole Harvey Weinstein shit. And, this whole Me Too shit and the shit that's been going on with this stuff. And first I want to say is, I do not support Harvey Weinstein at all. So let's just get that out the way. Because, I don't want people thinking I'm defending him or any of that shit. Like, none of that shit is the business. You feel what I'm saying? But what I wanted to talk about, though, in regards to that, is it's a messed up thing because he could have avoided all this shit. Or even someone like Bill Cosby could have avoided all that shit that, that they put themselves in. Right? And, if you guys have been listening to me for a while, you already know what I'm about to say. Right? This is why game is so important. Because guys think game is just about learning some fucking pickup line or some trick to fuck a chick. You understand what I'm saying? Game is a strategy. You understand? Having game is a strategy. If you have game, you know how to move and operate in life in a way that's going to benefit you. You understand? So you put yourself in situations that's going to benefit you, but also it benefits the people around you too if you are doing what you're doing right. Aces, you say you can still get caught up with game. A chick can still falsely accuse. That's true. That is true. You're right. A chick can still falsely accuse you. Right? But this is what you have to understand is that when your game is on point, the chances of you being falsely accused are lower. You understand what I'm saying? It's lower. Because, see, sometimes what happens is this. And, this is the thing because, and this is what's so weird about situations like this. And yes, it's lower, Aaron, but you laughing, but it's true. I'm about to let you know how it is. What happens is this. there are women out here who are in situations where they've actually been sexually assaulted, they've actually been raped, right? And shit like that is fucked up. Period. Like, dude should, like, you can't be doing no shit like that. You cannot be doing no shit like that, right? Now, with that being said, though, there are women who, they falsely accuse guys of rape. Now, I'm not saying that this, did or didn't happen in this situation or Bill Cosby or whatever it is. But what I'm saying is that there are women who will do this. But what I was saying is that if you understand the game and you know how to maneuver, the chances of that happening will be lower. Right? Now, for example, you guys heard me, actually, my last Bad Boy membership program, which was called Don't Have Sex With Her, had a lot to do with this. You understand? It had a lot to do with these types of situations. In my last Bad Boy membership program, I talk about 8 types of women you should not be fucking with on some sex shit. Like, at all. Don't even really fuck with them like that. And if you are fucking with them, stop fucking with them immediately. Because, see, guys who have this fear of the false rape accusation, or if you have that fear, it's not that it's impossible for that to happen, but based off of the type of women that you're dealing with in certain situations, there's a higher chance that could happen. Shout out to April MC in the chat. There's a higher chance that could happen. So this is why I tell you guys, for example, when you're dealing with a girl who is wishy-washy, and I talk about this in my program, and what a wishy-washy girl is that's the girl who one minute she want to do you, the next minute she don't, the next minute she want to do you, the next minute she don't, right? So you're chilling with a girl and she's kind of iffy about making sex happen. So that means she's not really comfortable. If she's not really comfortable and you do something with her, right? Even though let's say, for example, you didn't actually assault her, but y'all ended up like doing something sexual, and she didn't speak up because she was scared to say something or whatever, and she just went through with it, she can feel like that you actually did something to her, right? But see, if you notice a woman is on some wishy-washy shit, you fall back and you don't fuck with her at all. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just a simple example of when you know how to maneuver, you avoid certain situations. So if you already see from the jump that this girl's on some wishy-washy shit, then you don't fuck with her. Even before you get into a situation where y'all are in the bedroom, y'all alone together and all that other shit, right? I stopped fucking with wishy-washy chicks when I approached them at the bar. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm talking to a girl at the bar and she's being all wishy-washy or, she has that vibe where she's not sure about shit, I'm good. I don't got to take it farther than that. AT, you said you met women who that said they felt pressure to have sex and did it for the fear of being assaulted. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And this is why you have to be very in tune with what's going on when you're dealing with these women. You understand? Because, see, again, like I said, you have guys out here who are on some fucked up shit, meaning that they are guys who will do some, some sexual assault type of shit, which is fucked up. And I do not support any guy who does any type of fuck shit like that, right? But then you have guys who are regular, normal, everyday, average dudes who may mess with a chick who may not have it all, upstairs. You understand what I'm saying? And shit could go left. So this is why it's important for you to really understand what's going on out here in these streets when you're dealing with women. Because sometimes there'll be a situation where you actually didn't do anything, nothing actually happened, but because she felt like something happened, right? Then now it's an issue, right? But see, these are things you can check out before you take it to the next level with a woman. This is why a lot of times I will go on at least a first date with a chick to feel her out, to see where her head's at before I even take it to the step of smashing. Or if I randomly meet a girl out, at a bar or something, and let's say I have sex with her that night, I'm feeling her out to see her vibe, to see where her head is at, to ask her questions, to make sure she isn't one of these women that is going to be an issue with. You feel what I'm saying? So all those things are important. Especially, and also too, a thing that's going to make it, less of a thing, because one, again, you got to feel the chick out. But two, you got to be a guy. You understand? You said, hold up, third eye, Alva, you said this is why men say wait for strong choosing signals. That don't mean nothing. Strong choosing signals don't mean shit, because you still got to approach the girl and you still got to interact with her. A chick could give you strong choosing signals, and then you approach her, and then 3-4 minutes later, as y'all talking, she's acting all funny. Or she's giving you choosing signals. By the time you go to the house, or, she comes to your house, you go to her house, she's acting funny. You understand what I'm saying? So the choosing signals ain't the fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to save you. Again, you want to make sure that, the chick is a chick who seems like she's a normal ass chick. You understand what I'm saying? Who seems like she's actually interested in having sex with you. And on top of that, you have to be the type of guy who, and I've said this a million times, if it's the first time you fucking with a girl, make sure the woman is on a 10 and you are at an 8. Meaning, she wants you more than you want her. Or she's coming after you more than you're coming after her. You understand what I'm saying? But see, the thing with the Harvey Weinstein thing is this. If Harvey Weinstein had game, he would not be in the situation he's in right now. Period. If Harvey Weinstein had a game, he would not be in the situation he's in. He wouldn't have done a bunch of bullshit with these women. You understand? Whatever happened, because I wasn't there, y'all wasn't there, whoever, between him and those women, they're the ones who know what happened. Right? But if this motherfucker had game, he would not be in the situation he is in now. You understand? Because when you have game, what you do is that you set up your life in a way that's going to benefit you and also benefit the people you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? So this is all I'm saying to you guys is that the game is just not about learning how to fuck some chick you met tonight. You understand what I'm saying? It's about you have to look at the game in its entirety. How do you strategically do things in its entirety, knowing and understanding all these other aspects that go along with dealing with a woman? It's not you just dealing with a woman. It's you understanding, hey, understanding women in general, they go based off their feelings. You understand what I'm saying? Women in general, they're going to be in situations where they're not going to, let's say, for example, speak up, like we were talking about earlier. If they're in a situation where it's a sexual situation, they feel like, well, damn, I can't say nothing now. Let me just go with it. Let me just deal with it. But how does a woman who's doing that look? How does her face look? How does her body language look? You understand what I'm saying? Is a woman like that comfortable? Right? No. You feel what I'm saying? But see, what happens is you got a lot of guys, because they're so thirsty just to get the sex, you understand? They just follow through and they don't see these social cues. You understand? But all I'm saying is that if this motherfucker had game, he would not be in the situation he's in now. It's like this. And when I say you got to look at the whole picture, what I'm saying is that you have to look at everything. It's almost like if you, let's say for example, you want to get fit and get a six pack, right? It's not just about going to the gym and doing crunches. You understand what I'm saying? You got to fucking do some cardio and you got to eat the right foods in order to get the six pack to show. So it's not just going in there doing crunches all day and be like, damn, how come I ain't getting no six pack? It's everything that involves getting the six pack. So when you're dealing with women, it's everything that involves dealing with women. And so that includes you being able to, protect yourself as a man in certain situations where, for the guys who are worried about the being falsely accused, right? Because that could happen. It's about you protecting yourself and you understanding what you need to do that. It's also being understanding to know that there are women out there who actually are getting raped and sexually assaulted and how that affects when you interact with them. You understand? It's understanding all those things. You said Harvey Weinstein pissed off the powers that be. That's why he is in the position that he's in, not because he had no game. Well, maybe he did piss off the powers that be, but if he didn't do anything, if he didn't do any type of shit to where he would have a bunch of women saying, oh, well, I felt this way and felt that way, there would be nothing that they have on him. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. If you don't have, because this is the thing. If you're dealing with women, right? And let's say, for example, you're a guy who tells women, hey, listen, I'm not looking for nothing serious. I'm sexually attracted to you. And I would like to spend some time hooking up with you, having sex with you. And that's really it. Right? Now, if the woman decides to do that and she's interested in having sex with you and making that happen, she will do that. Y'all have sex and everything will be cool because, you're treating her cool. You're a cool guy. Everything is cool. Y'all do what y'all do and everybody's happy. Right? The problem comes in when you're pretending or acting like King Lee, you said most chicks don't want to hook up out here. That's not true. I'll get to that in a second. The problem comes in when you're pretending and acting like you want to do something else. So you guys will lie to women, right? Or put chicks in a compromising position and then wonder why karma's coming to bite you in the ass. You understand? This is why, because you got to understand something. You guys are talking about false rape accusations. Understand that sometimes because a woman felt like you did her dirty, she may do some fucked up shit like that. Now, again, there are women who are just fucked up that will do that. But some chicks, because they feel you did them dirty, they will do some shit like that. What will make a chick feel you did her dirty? I don't know, lying to her, pretending you wanted to some other shit when you didn't want the shit. You feel what I'm saying? This is what I've been trying to tell you guys. You understand? Sketch one. I'm gonna have the people call in a second. But this is what I'm saying, man. It's like you gotta see the whole picture of the game. You got to see it from both angles. You got to see it from, because what's going to make you sort of understand women, a little bit more, is to understand that there are chicks who go through these type of things, but also there are chicks who lie and bullshit about these type of things. Then you got to understand from your perspective of you being a dude, you dealing with women. How do I make this shit happen? You understand? How do I get what I want to get in the game and make sure that I am not being in, a certain type of situation that's going to, not be beneficial to me. You understand? But let me get some calls real quick. Let me get some calls real quick. Hold on. Let me get some calls real quick. So the caller number is 646-481-3901. All right, hold on one second. Yo.
Yo, what's going on?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's JC from upstate New York.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on with you, man?
Chilling. What's good?
You know, that nigga Harvey Weinstein. He's a white guy, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's all happening to white guys and shit. You would think that it'd be a black dude, which, sometimes the black man always being accused by a white chick of being raped and shit. And most of the time it don't be true, but, a motherfucker got what he deserved, man. You're right. Like, he should have been on your membership and shit.
No, but see, this is what I'm saying. Like, see, the thing is, it's one of them things, man, where it's like, you gotta be, because this is the problem with a lot of dudes, because they don't have game, they try to find other ways to get chicks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still all strategy. So their strategy or their type of game, which is weak, they're like, well, let me use my money, let me use my status to try to get this thing going. Because what Harvey Weinstein did with whatever happened in his situation, he used his status, his money, his influence to be able to try to get women. But these women didn't want him. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I be trying to tell dudes with all the game playing and all the trickery guys try to make happen when it comes to dealing with women, is that, there's too much shit where guys try to fucking lie and trick and manipulate, and then shit comes to bite you in the ass. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what goes on, man. It's crazy.
Right. But so I'm 22, Locario. I called you before. I'm known by sex god and shit. I'm just out here trying to fuck these chicks. Like, not like, sometimes it's like I get the issue of like not wanting to deal with women. I just want to fuck them. I just want the sex and shit. But like there are some chicks that are cool as a bitch. And like you said, it's a numbers game and shit. Like, I'm trying to get my numbers up here and there. And sometimes I don't know. I don't feel like fucking approaches, and I'm like, shit, I gotta stop playing games and shit and get my numbers up. But what do you think the biggest thing when it comes to game? Is it confidence for sure, or what do you think? Especially when you just want to have sex.
Well, see, this is the thing. If you're see, the problem with a lot of dudes when it comes to them just wanting to get sex is that they're not willing to do the things that is required of them to have consistent sex with women. You understand? So you're saying I don't even want to approach. That's a problem right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't, you know what I mean? That's like me saying, damn, I want to be a fucking millionaire, but I don't feel like doing nothing. I don't feel like having to work and build a business. I don't feel like doing that shit. Then you ain't gonna be no millionaire. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's the same thing when it comes to different women. It's like getting consistent sex. It's like, you got to have the confidence to be able to approach. You got to approach. You got to have sex appeal. You understand? So all these things go along. But once you got it, then what's going to happen is you're going to start to see you're getting sex easily or on a more consistent basis. So, for example, let's use the business example again. A dude is broke as shit, right? And then he works to build his business. Once he builds the business, this motherfucker's making 10, 20, 30 racks a month. You understand what I'm saying? But that came from him putting in the work to get to the point to where he can make 30 racks a month. The same thing goes for the game. You need to get to the point where you put in enough work to where you can have a different chick every night that want to smash you and want to have sex, and they're willing and ready to do it whenever. But see, dudes don't want to get to the point. You have to put in the work. You have to become that type of guy. You see what I'm saying? And that becoming that type of guy takes work. So some dudes may have more of an advantage than another guy based off where he's at and what level he's at. So, for example, you may have a guy. Let's say, for example, your dad left you a trust fund or some shit. So, because he left you the trust fund, and you're trying to build your business, you may be able to have capital to build it faster than the next guy who's starting from scratch. So with that analogy, you could have a guy who, let's say, for example, he may already be fit. You understand? So he looks a certain way, which can attract more chicks just off the bat, which gives him a little bit more of an advantage than a guy who don't got no fucking mouthpiece. His look is whack and all that other shit. So that other guy has to work on all of that just to get to the level of that other dude. But either way, everybody got to put in some work. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because like you said, I struggle sometimes because I am good looking, and chicks would be like, "Oh fuck, he gonna find out I'm not shit." Once I give him that good dick and shit, and I get rejected just off of that, just the fact that you're good looking, which I see so many fucking Shreks and Homer Simpsons and shit with the baddest bitches.
But hey, they putting in the work though. They putting in the work. That's all it is. You feel what I'm saying?
They got nothing to lose and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck. I hate failure and shit. Sometimes I'm like, fuck. But you can't have them all. That's the thing though too.
Nah, that's what it is, man. You just gotta keep doing what you do and get to the point where you become that dude who can get it like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just about putting in that work. You feel me?
Right. One more thing though, but how do you feel about tricking and how does that fuck up the game as far as paying for pussy?
Well, see, the thing is, there's a few reasons why I don't like tricking. One, and my dude Locario always mentions this, is that it's illegal. You feel what I'm saying? That's one, depending on where you're at or whatever.
Besides Vegas.
Right. Two, the thing with tricking is that tricking is, and I've talked about this before, tricking only gets you bootleg pussy. You understand what I'm saying? So what that means is that the sex you get from tricking will never be as good as the sex you get from a woman who actually wants to fuck you. Because a woman who actually wants to fuck you is focused on pleasing you. A woman who you're paying to fuck you is trying to get it over with. You understand what I'm saying? So the fact that you're even paying her on a subconscious level, she's already disgusted by you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what dudes don't understand. She's already disgusted because you're giving her the money to fuck you, and she's looking at you like, how unattractive are you that you need to pay for this? That's what's going on in her mind. You understand? So she'll take the money, but she's already disgusted by you. Then another reason why I don't condone tricking. And there's a movie on, I think it's on Amazon Prime that you guys should watch. I think it's called Katie Says Goodbye or some shit like that. And it's about this girl in a small town, and she's hoeing herself out to save up money so she could leave town or whatever. And so, I don't want to give too much away, but in the film, there's parts of the film, and I'm glad they did this, where it shows you the mentality of a trick. So what happens is that when you have the mentality of a trick, you start to view women as property. You understand? Which means that, and I'm not trying to sound like some social justice warrior, but what I'm saying is this: is that what happens?
Sex property? Wait. You said sex property?
Yeah, you see them as property, meaning that or like you see them as almost like an inanimate object, like like if you have a sex doll, you understand what I'm saying? When you have a sex doll, you see what I mean? You just sort of use it and be like, fuck out, you just throw it in the closet or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that when you have the mentality of a trick, the humanity is gone from interacting with the woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which also creates the disconnect through the sex to having sex. So not only are you having bootleg sex because she don't really want to fuck you, you are also disconnected from the woman because you're not having sex with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? You're having sex with an inanimate object, just like you might as well be having sex with a sex doll, because that's how you see the interaction, because the purchase of the pussy makes the pussy a product. You understand what I'm saying? This is all subconscious. And so what happens is that you start to view women in that way, and then it makes it harder for you. So let's say if you've been tricking a lot, right? When you've been tricking a lot, what happens is it desensitizes you from dealing with a woman as a fucking woman. You understand what I'm saying? So the chick is no longer a woman. It's just like anything else. Like, it's just like let's say if you have a person who is an alcoholic. When the person's an alcoholic or they keep drinking liquor, drinking beer all the time, right? Sometimes what happens is they need to keep drinking more and more beer in order to get drunk because they're so desensitized by the beer. Same thing where if you have a person that smokes a lot of weed. Notice a person who smokes a lot of weed has to smoke more and more weed to get high. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're desensitized by the weed. Same thing where if a person jerks off or a woman fucking masturbates too much, it desensitizes your shit, so it becomes harder and harder for you to orgasm. You understand? So the same thing happens when you're dealing with women in this way. It desensitizes you to the interaction with women, and so your women interaction is to the point where it's just super transactional through money. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of reasons why I don't condone the tricking. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, but how do you persuade guys not to do this shit? Or how is it? Sometimes it's probably an addiction for most guys out here, right?
I'm not here to persuade them to do nothing. If dudes want to trick, that's on them. I'm just saying that they have to understand what it's actually doing to them. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's doing something to you. That's what dudes got to understand. It's not this thing where, you're just tricking and that's it. No, it's the same thing as jerking off to a lot of porn. Jerking off to a lot of porn does something to you. It desensitizes you sexually when it comes to you interacting with actual real women in a real sexual situation. So this is why a lot of times guys who are watching a lot of porn usually it's harder for them to get hard with a real woman. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why a lot of times when dudes are watching porn a lot and they can't get it up, people suggest, listen, stop watching porn, stop masturbating. You feel what I'm saying? Because you need to get your penis used to being reactive to an actual woman and not your hand and the screen. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying.
No. Wait. But you seen Don John, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But that nigga was jerking off like crazy and still getting his nut off on chicks though.
Right, but what I'm saying is that in real life, a lot of times what will happen is that, but if you notice in the movie, he couldn't actually really connect with the chick until later on in the movie. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what they were trying to show in the movie, because they still had to show him fucking, because they had to show him being a guy who could fuck. You understand? But in real life, a lot of times when a dude is jerking off a lot of times that much, that also affects his, interactions with, because that happened to me. I used to beat off a lot. You understand what I'm saying? And then what happened was,
I owed you money.
Right. I used to beat off a lot, and then it was like I would be with real women, and I'll lose my shit. You understand what I'm saying? As soon as I stopped masturbating and watching porn, it was like maybe a 3-week period. I just stopped doing that. My shit would be rock hard with a chick. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying, where my shit got desensitized, because now what happened is that my dick was responding to the porn and the beating off, and it wasn't responding to real women. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying, where a lot of times when you do, because it's to the point where if a dude tricks long enough, it might get to a point where he actually might not be able to even have sex correctly unless he's paying a chick. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how his mind sends a message to his penis to get hard. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to explain to you. So all that shit is connected in how that works out. You feel what I'm saying?
But like him tricking so much can make him be like, fuck, why am I doing this shit? I know I'm good looking, and I can go out there and just fucking holler at chicks though. Could it also be that factor?
Well, that too. See, again, if you're tricking, right? What happens is, yeah, you'll fuck these girls here and there, but a lot of times what happens is us men have egos. So your ego is gonna start to fuck with you. It's gonna be like, damn, bro, like, so what? You can't get a girl without paying her, huh? Oh, so you kind of whack because you can't fuck with these chicks without. You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna fuck with you. So a lot of times that happens too, and also what happens too is that you end up getting so used to that even though that's your comfort zone, right? You may still want to, at some point, you're still gonna want to be able to fuck a girl without having to pay her. You understand what I'm saying? This is why when dudes talk about, oh, I'm going MGTOW, or I'm swearing like I'm a MGTOW monk, I don't fuck with chicks, blah blah blah. That's cool for a minute, but at a certain point, you're gonna want to fuck a girl. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
At a certain point,
that's a bunch of bullshit.
Right? Because even
fucking gay ass, faggot ass niggas.
Because like even where dudes talk about sex dolls, that's cool for a minute, but at a certain point, you're gonna be fucking a sex doll so long, you're gonna be like, damn, I want a real chick. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same concept of you fucking the same girl for years. You could be in a monogamous relationship with your girl, you fucking her, you might even love her, but guess what? You start thinking, damn, I want to fuck some new pussy. You feel what I'm saying? It's just, you always want to level up. You see what I'm saying? So if you're a trick, you're going to want to level up to the guy who doesn't have to trick. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. But yo, let me get a few more of these calls, bro, my brother. Let me get a few more of these calls. Dudes is trying to call like crazy, man. Appreciate the call, bro. I'm a holler, man. Peace.
I appreciate your game, brother.
All right, man. Peace. All right, let me get the Pharaoh to call up, because the Pharaoh was trying to call up. What's your first three numbers, Pharaoh? What's your first three numbers, Pharaoh? Let me get you to call up real quick. I want to get the Pharaoh to call up. What's your first three numbers? Yo, what's poppin'? Is this the Pharaoh?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's right. JD from Mahan.
What's going on, bro? What's poppin'?
I'm doing good. How you, man?
What's good?
Yeah, so I want to get your thoughts on the situation I'm going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a pretty young guy. I'm 18.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good-looking dude, but I've been talking to these two chicks, and they live an hour away from me. And I know you're not supposed to, like, go see somebody that's an hour away from you, but I wanted to go see them one time.
Mm-hmm.
But for different reasons or one or another, both of these chicks, they can't come and see me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can't drive to my place to come closer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that I should either make them pay for my gas money or make them pay for the date. Is that wrong or not? Because I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I have a high abundance mindset, is what you said. I feel like no matter how good the chick is, I don't want my time to be wasted.
Right. Well, the thing is, when you meet these girls, are online?
Yeah, Tinder.
Well, yeah, tell them to bring their ass and meet you halfway.
Well, I know that's what I said, but I mean, I'm not going to discuss on air, but they got different reasons why they said they couldn't. And I went on a date with both of them already.
So you said, so you say you went on a date? You say you went on a date with both of them?
Yeah, not at the same time, but I went on a date with both of them already.
So how'd they come? So how'd they come to meet you for the date?
Oh, well, I told them that, and it was like, they said because of the reason, and then it's like, we set up the date, and I went out an hour on my way to where they're at.
Oh, so you already went an hour out of your way to meet them for the first date.
Yeah.
And so now, and so now they're saying they can't come meet you.
Well, I mean, one said they could, but not right now, and the other doesn't have a car. So,
man, charge both their ass to the game. They playing games. Charge their ass to the game, bro. Them? Yes, charge their ass to the game. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. And listen, when people want to get shit done, they'll make shit happen. They'll find a way to make it happen. She'll find somebody to drive her. She'll get some Uber money, whatever the fuck it is. You understand what I'm saying? They will find a way. You understand?
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem doing that at all. Like, you know, but
no, but you don't over it because you already overextended yourself by going all the way to where that. And did you smash any of these chicks?
Did you what?
I said, did you have sex with any of them on that date?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Okay, so
you had sex with both of them?
No, just one of them,
Okay. Yeah, so, listen. Tell them to come meet your ass, and if they ain't trying to meet your ass, charge their ass to the game. That's all that is. Don't be wasting too much time. Because, again, like I said, when a woman wants to... I've had chicks come to see me like they were 3 hours away. You feel what I'm saying? It don't fucking matter. If they want to come see you, they going to come see you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So don't worry about that.
I was just thinking, I was gonna charge them because of what you said, but like I was gonna be like, well, I mean, you know, if I'm gonna charge them, let's see how they respond. I was gonna ask them like, hey, pay for my gas money and I'll come up an hour, or pay for the entire date to go out to dinner. Like I don't know, but I'll just do what you said. That seems.
No, don't even do that because that's just just find more women who's gonna be way more cooperative than these two. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
All right, man, I'm holla.
And then, wait, Mr. Carter.
All right, one more quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you got a lot of cars, but man, you need to. I don't know how you can get in contact with some of these dudes on Reddit. I don't know if you're familiar. There's a whole group. I know you know what an incel is, but they got whole groups of these dudes. They need help, Mr. Carter. I need you to help them. I've tried, man.
Yeah, send them my content. Send them my content. All right, send them my content, and we'll make it happen. I appreciate that, bro. I'm out. Right, peace, man. All right, let me try to get my dude. Hold on. Yo, what's poppin'?
Hello?
Yo, is this Warrior Mindset?
Yes. What's up, Locario? How you doing?
What's going on? So what's poppin' with you?
Yeah, man. There is something I disagree with you with.
Say that again? You.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What would you say? Say it again?
Yeah, there is something I disagree with you with, and you are not mentioning.
Okay, what am I not mentioning?
It's dangerous. I will tell you what it is. You know, I have zero issues with women, okay? They're good. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. But if you're an average guy, okay, and you're trying to approach a woman, okay, and you're trying to use your game, or what you call mode 1 game, mode 1, I think so.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm not Alan Roger Curry. If you have any, listen. If you have anything to talk about mode 1, you gotta holler at Alan Roger Curry.
I got you. Okay. Forgot him now. Let's talk about you.
Okay.
Let's talk about you. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you're using the direct game. You know, a lot of females, when you go approach them, okay, and you are, I would say, guy who looks normal. Most of these women are seeing the average guy as he is not in her league. He is not in her league or in her level. Okay, cool. So when you approach her, even if you have good intention, you're a cool guy, and you're trying to approach her like nicely, she will take it as you are being assaulting her. Trust me. You do that.
You said it'll take. You said that it will. Wait, hold on. You said that it will be like you're assaulting her.
Like something like not an actual assault. Is like something disrespectful. Like how dare you? You think that you are on my level. So actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like so one of them might call the cops on this guy. Believe it or not, you walk in the store, get the manager in the store. You might be in the college. She's gonna report you in the college. The problem with the direct game is this: the direct game, as a man in this modern era, puts you in severe danger. Because why? I'll tell you why.
And what type of danger are you putting yourself in?
For me, I have no problem. You can see I'm starting a new channel. You know what I'm saying? That's actually I'm starting a new channel. I kind of don't like these guys called incels. I think they are fucked up. I have a problem with them. These guys are kind of weird, and I disagree with this guy. His name is I think Faith and LMS. I completely disagree with him. I completely nothing about the incels I like.
No, but what I'm asking you is what kind of danger are you putting yourself in by walking up to women and saying, "Hey, miss, how are you? I think you're really attractive. We should get together."
No, I don't. I compare to a bodybuilder for the NPCs. I compete for the NPC. Okay. I'm not gonna say I look good. I kind of same age as you, close to you, or maybe older. No. I will never approach a woman if she's not qualifying herself to me by showing me she wants me. She has to qualify herself.
No. My question to you haven't asked the question. What danger are you putting yourself in when you approach a woman?
I don't play games with nobody. My game is this. I am my own way. If you want to be in my life, you have to show up. That's my game. But I will never risk myself with a girl who maybe she just broke up with a guy. Maybe she have bad past with rape. She been assaulted physically somewhere. She have mental problem.
This is my question again. What does all of that have to do with you approaching a woman and having a conversation with her? One, and what danger are you in?
Yeah, once you become direct, what you're doing, you're taking a chance. You're taking a shot. Once you put yourself by approaching her in any form, if she is not showing you she wants you, I'll give you an example. Let's say it's just like you're taking a chance of drinking a poison, like there is a bunch of bottles, and they're telling you one of these bottles have poison in it. Maybe there are fucking 100 bottles, 100, but one of these bottles got poison in it. What you're doing, direct approach, what you're doing exactly. You are taking a chance to get this one bottle, this fucked up bottle, they're gonna destroy your career, your life.
So you're hold on, wait. So you're saying that you're taking a chance by approaching women because if you approach, it's dangerous because it's as dangerous as taking poison.
Actually, it's worse. I'm not gonna lie to you. At least poison will kill you in a second, but they will. But hold on, Locario. Me myself, I've been approached by women. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been approached by women after if I did one of my shows, or I did one of my I do fitness modeling as well. So sometimes they come talk to me, and they are cool. I love women. I think women are the most fucking awesome thing in the world. I have zero problem with them. I just feel bad for the average man. Okay. Who you see him as short guy, okay? What there's a problem with this?
No. This is what you hold on. Wait, let me stop you for a second. Hold on. Let me stop you for a second. Let me stop you for a second.
Okay.
Stop you for a second.
Okay.
What you have to understand is this: if you approach a woman and you talk to her, and she is not interested in you, right? The most that's going to happen is that she's going to reject you. And that's it.
No. I'll tell you why, Locario. I'm going to explain something to have an actually in the front of me in this place called the Walmart. It will shock you, okay? It's happened actually. I swear to God, it's happened, okay? It's weird.
No. No, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Hold on. You're not listening. You're not listening. If you go up to a woman,
I don't agree with you.
No, you don't have to agree with me, but this is what I'm trying to explain to you. You have guys out there who are paranoid. And I'm actually glad you're bringing this up because you have guys out here who are paranoid because of this Harvey Weinstein type of shit, thinking that you can't even go and approach a woman and say hi and talk to her and get her number.
Harvey the rich man. Look, Locario. I can't take Harvey situation and match it with the average man situation. I'll give you an example, Locario. If what this guy did, what Harvey did, an average man did, this average man would be in fucking jail a long time ago. But that's a different subject.
No, this is what I want you to answer me. Yeah. If a guy goes up to if I go up to a woman and I say, hey, miss, how are you doing? I saw you from across the street. I think you're really attractive. I would love to take you out for a drink sometime. What's your name? What danger am I in by doing that?
I will tell you, Locario. Listen, Locario, okay? For me, I can do that. Why? I'm a tall guy. You can see my videos. You will see my picture of my videos, okay? I look good. I can do this easy. They actually like that. But I'm talking now about this. You know, Locario, there is some people, not just women, but I would say most women, they get satisfaction from rejecting you in a hard way. I'll give you an example, okay?
Okay, wait, stop. Hold on, stop right there. What's the danger in getting rejected harshly?
No, harshly, do you know if harshly, like 1990, 1980, I'm okay with that. Harshly in 2020 means she might call cops on you, call security.
Bro, how? Listen. If I wait, no, let's be realistic now. Let's be realistic. If I'm walking, let's be realistic. If I'm walking down the street and a woman is also walking down the street, and I say hey to her, and she stops for a second, we start talking, and she rejects me. How is she going to call the? Wait, stop. How is she going to call the cops on me? One, wait, hold on, bro. I'm not gonna have you overtalk me. Okay, chill out for a second. Chill out for a second. What I'm saying is this: if you're walking down the street, right, or you meet a girl in Walmart or some shit or whatever, right? If I say to a woman, "Hey, how you doing?" Blah blah blah, and she's not interested in talking to me, what is she gonna call the cops and say that I did?
I will tell you, Locario. Do you know, Locario, the situation you're describing, just your whole situation in the street approach or Walmart approach? Your situation as a direct game can go in multiple situations, not just the street approach. Okay, you are not talking just with these guys about street approach or Walmart approach. This approach can happen at work. This approach can happen in the club. This approach can happen in any situation, in the college, in the campus, in your area. So I'm talking about in general. Let's explain my point to you, Locario. Okay, Locario. My point is this. I'm not saying, actually, I'm talking about very minority. Like I would say, less than 10% of women would do that. 90% of women are fucking awesome. The situation can happen is you can actually approach this one woman who have a severe mindset or mental illness, or she have a very satisfaction from not just rejecting you. She get the rejection by making herself feel important. I fuck this motherfucker who chasing me. I'm sick of men chasing me. I am sick of this men harassing me. There is some women have this in 2020. In 2020, they are learning this by the meeting. They are learning this by she gets this satisfaction from feeling she is a chase queen. She is this one badass girl that you motherfucker men are harassing me. You can be a man, have a wonderful job. Like me, I have a great job. I have a wonderful life. I'm living an amazing life. God has blessed me all my life. And I can mess up with this one poison person, this one. She can be one of thousands. But this
okay, so let me hold on. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something real quick. So So now you're saying that it's dangerous to approach a woman. So what do you suggest that men do to get women now? What are we supposed to do now since it's so dangerous to approach women?
Okay, in 2020, if she cannot approach me and show clear signs, she has to go.
So wait, so hold on, wait. So how many? Hold on. How many men in general get women that approach them every day?
That's why the fucking men have to change. I got your point. That's why this idiots have to change. Listen, Locario. The problem, Locario, is this. When you get out women and you get with them, you get to realize one fact. Like I've been with hundreds. Now the point is this: they are not what makes you happy.
So wait, let me ask you a question. Hold on. So you think, okay, so you're worried about women being crazy and fucked up, right?
I'm talking about the very minority. I would say 5%.
Okay, so hold on, wait. So if the average woman doesn't approach men, don't you think that the women who do approach men would most likely, I'm just saying, more likely be the crazy one?
Again, I didn't get your point.
What I'm saying is, if the quote-unquote general normal woman doesn't approach a man, wouldn't it make sense that if a woman would approach a man, wouldn't she be more likely to be crazy? Because she's doing shit out the norm.
I'll tell you, Locario. When she approaches you, Locario, the only one benefit you have is one benefit. If there is camera, there is something that shows she came talk to you. It puts you in a situation she cannot accuse you of nothing. But do you know when you walk with your feet? Wait.
Hold on. Wait, so if a woman approaches you, she can't use you?
Hold on 1 second, Locario. Well, it's very normal, Locario. Trust me. If you're a guy in your fucking game, trust me, it will come to you. Women know what they want. They know the fucking guy who they like. They are not waiting. They are not waiting for you to show up Superman. If she like you, trust me, she will come and stand beside you.
So how do you know? Wait. How do you know a woman likes you because she approached you?
It is a symbol. That's different. You're always someone that giving themselves to you. But do you know when you are doing the approaching, she now gives her the power. She can translate your approach.
My question to you is how do you know that because a woman is approaching you that she likes you?
It doesn't matter if she likes me or not. I'm safe. You came to my space, baby. I'm just safe now. Now I'm safe.
How are you safe?
I'm coming to your space.
How are you safe?
Locario.
How?
In a club, and I told you, Locario. Answer your question.
My question to you is, see, this is your issue. I'm gonna tell you your issue right now.
Answer your question.
What's the question? What's the question?
Yeah.
What's the question?
No, he asked me, how do you know she likes you?
Yes, how do you know she likes you? Huh?
Locario, woman like you, when woman comes to your space.
No, they do. Listen, a woman, look, wait, stop. A woman could approach you because she sees you as a trick. Meaning she looks at you as someone she wants to use for money.
I know what you're saying. I agree.
Okay. So then what are you talking about? So you waiting for chicks to use you for your money? Huh?
But the key here, I'm fucking safe now. If I'm sending in my office or sending the desk.
What makes you think you're safe? What makes you think you're safe?
I'll tell you why I'm safe. Locario, I'll explain to Locario. When they investigate situation like assault or anything, and look at the camera, I'll do something. You wasn't trust me. I don't know why you keep interrupting me. I keep looking you talk. But
man, this guy, I'm gonna give you 2 more minutes, bro, because I'm starting in this locker room right now. But go ahead.
No, locker room is different. This is insane bullshit. I'm not into that. I love women, Locario. I fucking love women, and they are the most awesome thing in my life. I'm trying to tell you, Locario, that. I'll give you an example, Locario, okay? Before we hang up, finish this game, okay? This call, okay? The thing is, Locario, the average man being judged after social media and tweeting as judged as offensive. If he thinks he's in her league, she take it as these people.
And okay, fine, but so what? Let's say that happens. So the fuck what though? If I approach a woman and she doesn't like me because she thinks that I'm not in her league or whatever.
She can get you fired, Locario. She can get you fired from your work. She can get you fired from your college, Locario. She can just, Locario, destroy your reputation, Locario.
How's she going to destroy my reputation? How's she going to destroy my reputation? What's she going to do? What's she going to say?
But why in the fuck I put myself in this situation from the first place, Locario? Over what?
If I approach a woman in the street and I try to holler at her, and I'm talking to her, and she walks away because she doesn't want to talk to me, how is she going to ruin my reputation?
But hold on, so you need to specify your game only in the street then, because your game...
No, it don't... Okay, fuck that. I'm in college. I approach a girl, I say, hey, miss, how you doing? You're cute. What's your name? She's like, oh, I'm not interested, and she walks away. How does that ruin my reputation? What danger am I in?
That's a good, normal woman, Locario. I'm saying if your bad fucking luck got you, the crazy one, Locario.
Okay, so now I approach a crazy woman. Hey, miss, how you doing? She starts fucking screaming and yelling, and I walk away because she fucking crazy. What fucking danger am I in? I'm still good.
No, there is no woman in earth, Locario, worth me as a man who loves and respects and honors himself.
Oh man, all right, I'm gonna have to let you go, man. I'm gonna have to let you go, bro. I'm gonna just tell you, you gotta stop being scared, bro. You gotta stop being scared. I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I can't do it. Jesus Christ. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this? Yo.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Locario? How's it going, man?
I'm chilling. What's poppin'?
Oh, man, yo, that last caller, man, for real. If I ain't here, I'll be pulling that shit out right now. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yo, these dudes is, oh, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
Got a gang of them. I feel the same way. Like, yo, y'all making shit so hard on yourselves, man, for real. Like, you know what? If you need help, you have to admit your own problems.
Right.
If you're a therapist, go to a dating coach. Right? Follow the steps. Right? Weed them out.
I just don't get these dudes, bro. Like, dudes is like, I'm telling you, nothing. If you approach a woman and you're talking to her, if she's not interested, she's going to just say, I'm not interested, or she's going to ignore you and walk away, and that's going to be the end of it. The chick not going to grab you by the collar and say, hey, hold on for a second, hold on. I'm going to call the police because I don't think you're attractive enough to talk to me. You're out of my league, and I'm going to wait, stay right here. But, like, what kind of stupid shit is that? These dudes,
they're no dumb shit like that. I would say as far, like, they probably, if they find something like that, they'll probably run up ahead. Or probably try to, if there's some overly anxious bitch, probably try to pepper spray you if it comes to that level.
Right.
But that's very, like, 2% unlikely they would do shit like
exactly.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes.
Come on, man. Like, yo, there's no crime to talk to a woman and tell her your desires.
Right.
It's a crime constantly coming at her when she said no.
Exactly. Thank you. They don't understand the definition of harassment.
Harassment is repeat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I hope some of y'all fellas is listening. Fellas, sexual harassment, and some women need to listen to this too, because they probably overabuse it. Sexual harassment means when a person said no the first time, and you keep coming at them after they said no the first time, that's harassment.
Exactly.
You're not abiding by instructions repeatedly.
Exactly.
Damn.
That's
and for your fellas out right now listening, listen real hard. Yo, stop comparing your situation to Harvey dumbass Weinstein and even
right.
Bill Cosby or that shit, because they wasn't straight up with the chicks, man.
Exactly.
You know
exactly.
Your desires, so you won't waste your time, waste your money and your resources, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to trick, then keep it about that. That's it. But stop. You know what's another thing? Why guys trying to wife up a woman through tricking or something like that? They probably saw some successes, like at least for some dudes, but they forgot to realize the common denominator. That sex worker was generally attracted probably to her client.
Right.
And sometimes but he still do certain game to weed her out if he likes me for me, if she likes me for me or what I am doing for her. You know what I'm saying? For real. I can talk to a girl that she met a guy that she liked it, but I have to tell her, like, yo, how do you know that you like him for him that you're saying? If you like him for him, if you want them to see if he likes you for you, if you like him like that, don't charge him a couple of times. Invite him to your place, out of GP. You know what I'm saying? Make him some meals. Don't charge him a couple of times. And shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then know that he knows that you like him for you. He's for real. But if you keep making him pay for meals, all that shit, blah blah blah. No, that's what a trick relationship. But other words, dudes, man, they taking this shit way too far, man. You know what I'm saying? Word is just stop being afraid. Stop.
They just got a lot of fear, man. That's all it is, man. These dudes it's fear and it's insecurity, because it's the fear of approaching because they don't want to get rejected, and it's that insecurity, which is why they're waiting for the choosing signals and all the other shit, because they want, because he's like, oh, I'm safe now. Like, nigga, you ain't safe. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes him feel scared. Like, he's like, he wants a a feeling of security and a sure thing before he makes a move. And see, that's the thing. That's not masculine. You see what I'm saying? The part, you know what I'm saying? The part that makes a woman even attracted to you is the fact that you actually got the balls to go and approach her in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? That's part of it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, that's part of the whole thing that makes it interesting. Is that you're because dudes talking about, oh well, I'm waiting for choosing singles, I'm waiting for her to choose me and shit. It's the thing is that when you approach a woman and let her know, hey, listen, what's good? I'm actually choosing to talk to you. I could have talked to any girl that came by or whatever. I'm choosing to talk to you right now. You feel what I'm saying? And so a lot of dudes who are assertive, aggressive, masculine, they're not afraid of a chick fucking rejecting them or a chick acting. Because if she act funny, she act stupid, then cool. I'm going to keep it moving. And she can keep it moving. And that's it. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. The only thing she can actually worry about is her being judged as an overly slut. They don't even want to really reject us as you think they do. Mm-hmm. But like, yo, some people take that shit too much to different levels. Like, yo, they see certain things on TV situations when the chick smacks him for speaking his mind and shit like that. Mm-hmm. That is only on TV. Mm-hmm. That's not happening in real life like that unless you're harassing her like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she harshly walk that shit off. Eat that shit, walk it off. And everything. That shows you don't have to waste your time on her.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. But nah, these dudes, I'm telling you, man, these dudes, they unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, they just don't understand that, you know, it's just that fear inside them that got them acting all funny style. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man.
Yeah, and they keep going to these indirect coaches and bullshit. For real, like, yo, it's bullshit. And then y'all being attacked behind this mess with all this crazy shit.
Right.
It's like, yo, that's some real dumbass bitch. No wonder females get more power these days. No wonder men are becoming more feminine these days and shit like that. Because most of y'all don't even want to take charge like they're supposed to be.
Facts.
Y'all don't want to please the masses of other people and all this bullshit, yo, for real. Let me get in the good girl's graces by pleasing her being her gay male girl best friend. Cheer her on certain shit. Listen to fucking celebrity bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at an interview with Lance, the dude from The Boys, Lance, I wrote on Melissa Ford's podcast.
Right.
And yo, the shit we saying all that shit, like, yo, this is some bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, but people keep feeding into that. Like, yo, come on, man. That dude gets pussy throwing him like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. And he's a celebrity. He lives a different lifestyle. But you know, then you have to waste your time like that. Like, you're for real.
Nah, man, that's some real shit you spitting, man. But again, a lot of these dudes just need to look in the mirror because a lot of the shit that they get mad about is their own shit, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. I'm gonna get a few more of these before I get out of here, man. You be safe, man.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Be safe, dog.
All right.
Peace. That's what's up. Let me take one more call. And I gotta head up out of here. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going today?
What's popping?
The only issue I have with like Bill Cosby and this Weinstein guys, these women have waited so long to come forward. I mean, I'm not saying they're guilty or not guilty. That's beside the point. There needs to be a time limit on when these women can come forward and make these accusations. I mean, people can make stuff up left and right, you know?
Right. No, that is true too. That is true too, and that's what I was talking about earlier. And see, the thing is what I was saying earlier is that sometimes when you deal with women, and this is very important that guys got to understand, is that when you deal with women, you have to understand how some of them are. Because like you said, some of them could be making shit up, or some of them could have been in a situation where they felt like, you know what I'm saying, something happened when it didn't. And I'm not saying that that's what happened, but that could be a situation in any of these type of situations. So what I say for guys is, guys, when you have to be so on point, meaning that any chick that you're dealing with, you have to thoroughly vet them. And thoroughly vetting them doesn't necessarily need to be something that takes a long time, but you have to be very cognizant of the type of woman you're dealing with, what type of issues she may have. This is why I say you got to question these women, have conversations with these women, fucking like grill them if you need to, so you can look for red flags and all that other shit, because you don't want to be dealing with a woman where she's with you, y'all either do something, or y'all might not even do something, but she felt a certain type of way, and then now all of a sudden it's an issue, even though you didn't actually do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be very careful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was married 20 years ago, had a 7-year-old stepdaughter, and took her back and forth to school. And I mean, she could come up 20 years later and said I did something which obviously I didn't, and there my name is put through the mud. You got to pay all these attorneys to try to defend yourself. There needs to be a time limit on when these women. I mean, why didn't they come out when it happened? I mean, if a woman is raped, she can go right straight to the hospital and get a rape kit done. Don't wait 20.
Right. Well, the thing is, a lot of times, and see, this is the thing again. A lot of times, the reason why women don't come forward is again because of the fear that goes along with doing that, and feeling like they're not going to be. It's like embarrassment and fear they're not going to be believed in shit. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times, women, and this is why it's important to be able to read women and read social cues. You feel what I'm saying? Because you might be in a situation where you're about to have sex with a woman who doesn't want to have sex with you. But if you understand and read the social cues and understand what's going on with women in general, you'll know that, okay, damn, this chick ain't really trying to do nothing. Let me back the fuck off and let me just keep this shit pushing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so that's unfortunately, and this is why I talk about men being leaders. And this is why I talk about even men having to approach women, men having to have the burden of doing things on the front end. Because women are very passive, they're not like us in the way where men are a little bit more direct than women. You understand what I'm saying? Like for example, I was having sex with this chick one time, and she tried to stick her finger up my ass. You understand what I'm saying? And I told this chick, yo, chill the fuck out. Don't do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? As soon as I saw what she was trying to do, I'm like, chill. No. And I've had like maybe 2 or 3 women that try to do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And some dudes like that shit. I don't like that shit. So I told them, don't stick your finger in my ass. But the thing is, for a woman, a lot of women, they're scared to tell men to stop, or tell men don't, or tell men no. You feel what I'm saying? So because they're scared to do that, and because they're not as outspoken as us, right? I see y'all laughing in the chat room. Yeah, because they're not as outspoken as us, we got to do double fucking work. You feel what I'm saying? To make sure that we're cognizant of what the fuck she's thinking and going on in her head and how she's feeling. So you're never going to be 100%. But what I'm saying is that if you see that she's uncomfortable, just chill the fuck out. Be like, yo, we ain't doing this. You understand what I'm saying? So,
well, if she's scared to come forward, when it happens, why is she not scared to come forward now? I think a lot of
because
look, I'm not defending these guys by any means, but I think it boils down to money, money.
Well, one is money, and 2 is because women feel more comfortable in groups. So right now, there's a group of women coming forward. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so because there's a group of women, now women are like, well, yeah, this shit happened to me, and blah, blah, blah. So what it is that before they were afraid to be alone in it, but because they're like, oh, well, everybody else is doing it, let me do it now. So women, they subscribe to group thing. This is why a lot of times, you know, in the clubs and stuff, women will go to the bathroom together. You feel what I'm saying? They'll do all this shit together because they feel more comfortable doing that. So now all these women out here, they're more comfortable saying it now. But see, the stuff that I'm talking about is stuff that as a man, you sort of need to know about, so that when you're dealing with women, right, you are more aware so that you don't make the mistake of overstepping a boundary that you shouldn't have because she didn't have enough courage to say something. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you just got to understand that women, they're going to fucking be very fucking passive and passive aggressive about shit. So this is why a lot of times when I tell guys, listen, this is why I say only deal with women who are cooperative. Only deal with women who are showing you high interest. Only deal with women who are begging to rip your clothes off and fuck you. Anytime when you feel like you need to fucking trick a girl or lie to her or do a whole bunch of shit to get with her, you don't need to be dealing with that girl, because that girl could potentially be a woman who's later on going to say, yo, well, I didn't feel comfortable, and he did this and he did that. You feel what I'm saying? And so you want it to be where it's beyond a shadow of a doubt that this woman actually wants to engage in some sort of sexual situation with you. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's good to be direct with a woman. It's good to make this shit clear. Like, hey, listen, you coming over to the crib? Cool. Well, you coming over to the house? Well, listen, when you get here, I'm gonna want you to be naked, and I want to fuck the shit out of you. I want to have sex with you. Are you cool with that? Cool. All right, let's go. Then when she comes to the crib, hey, you still want to do this? Cool. When I'm about to stick my dick in her, you want this dick inside you? Hell yeah, let's do this shit. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't got to do it so abrupt, but you could do it on some sexy shit. But you need for her to be actually wanting it. You feel what I'm saying? And this usually happens, and this is something you just need to really do usually the first time, or maybe even the second time you're fucking with a girl, because when you first start dealing with a woman, this is the first time y'all are in a sexual situation, and you might not know her that well. This is when you need to do it. Now, if it's a girl you've been seeing for a while, you've been hooking up with, you have a rapport going on, there's a chemistry between y'all, so you don't necessarily need to do it as much, and she trusts you, you feel, you feel comfortable around her, everything is all good, and y'all have a better communication. But when you first dealing with a girl, you got to make sure that this girl is actually comfortable fucking with you. And you gotta be able to read the signs, read the body language. Is her words and her actions congruent? You understand? Because some chicks, they'll say certain things like, yeah, I want to come to your place. Then they come to the place, and then when they're actually in your place, they're sitting like way far away from you on the couch. You understand? Or they just seem very nervous, and you're thinking, damn, well, maybe I just got to make her more comfortable. Maybe I got to keep doing more shit. But she just want to go home. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you got to make sure that the chick actually wants to make it happen. So her words and her actions needs to be congruent. And like I said, a good rule of thumb is you be on an 8 and she be on a 10. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning she's coming at you more than you're coming at her. And this is just when you first start dealing with a girl, because you want to make sure that you don't really know her like that. So you want to make sure, what's with this girl? What is she about? Is she comfortable? What is she doing? Like, where's her head at? You feel what I'm saying? So that you don't put yourself in a compromising situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, sir. Well, I enjoy your show, and I'll hang up and let somebody else call.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate your call, my brother. All right? Yep. All right, so guys, that is pretty much it. I got to head up out of here. But I want to do something real quick, because when I just heard this Harvey Weinstein shit, I'm just like, man, it's crazy how shit happens out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, remember, guys, make sure you get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy, or an audio book. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to always, get your 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Exactly, April. Get the likes up. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you guys get those likes up. Share this video with your friends, all that other stuff. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys, man. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up and want to bring shit up like this is because, I want you guys to be safe. And I want you guys to be able to enjoy yourselves and not be super crazy paranoid when it comes to dealing with chicks like the guy that called earlier. Like, I don't want you to be paranoid. But I also want you to be aware that shit like this does happen to women. So just be, very, aware that this type of shit does happen. But also be, be very masculine in your essence so that you're not, thrown off by that type of stuff also. Because what can happen also is because you become way too sensitive to it, it throws off your masculinity. So you want to be, at the same time, you want to have that masculine essence, but also be aware and cognizant of what's going on so that you can see things from all angles and all aspects. So you don't want to be walking at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to holler at a chick and then wonder why she's trying to run away from you. It's like, bro, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You got to understand she's probably scared you're going to fucking mug her or do some other crazy shit to her. So just understand that. You feel what I'm saying? But also at the same time, understand that you could be with women and you're doing everything correct. You're a real cool dude. You don't do anything wrong to women. And you could be with a crazy ass motherfucking chick who is showing her crazy And you might need to fall back and leave that alone because that could be a detrimental situation to you in the long run. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, stay safe out there, and I'll holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.